Let's take a tour of the Sustainable Decisions Lab at the University of Illinois.
My name is Bethany Cutts. I'm an assistant professor in natural resources and environmental sciences.
Dr. Cutts leads the lab. The lab is about nature, but it's also about humans and the decisions they make.
The decisions that we make influence whether water flows down streams cleanly, whether communities have clean air to breathe, whether there are natural areas for humans to enjoy and to support biodiversity.
It's the work of the lab to learn how those sorts of decisions are made.
My name's Sarah Heider. I'm a senior undergrad studying natural resources and environmental sciences.
Sarah's using surveys to study how students use and think about styrofoam. Her work could be the first step in making a difference on campus.
It's been interesting to look at surveys and see some people don't know anything about it, or some people just aren't concerned, and that sort of leads me to want to figure out why that is and what we can do to change that.
n.banion works with another NREST lab to study water quality on farmlands. His advisors study new conservation methods to improve water quality.
Meanwhile, it's my job to go out and talk to farmers and get their impressions of water quality. Is this even a high concern for them? Have they got other things they're worried about? Are they amenable to doing these sorts of, using these sorts of strategies to reduce nitrates in their water? Is it too expensive? What are the barriers? These are the sorts of questions that we want to answer, and we think that the best way to do that is just by listening.
Nate interviews farmers and landowners and then goes back to the lab to analyze the conversations. Both Sarah and Nate can agree that working with human subjects is definitely a challenge.
This is the first time I've ever done human subjects research, and it has proven to be very challenging. There's a whole process going through trying to get people to take your surveys is very difficult.
Is it worthwhile?
It does seem from the responses that I've been getting that people are concerned and they do want to do something to change. So that's very promising.
Now meet Arisa Hagen. She approaches human decisions with a different strategy.
My name is Arisa Hagen. I'm a second-year master's student in communication.
And so what are you working on now?
Right now in the Sustainable Decisions Lab, I'm working on better understanding what brings people to participate in urban gardening.
That includes factors like city policies, neighborhood norms, and individual attitudes of the gardeners.
So all of those things together, we're trying to create a model of how actually people are making decisions in the real world.
That translates to a lot of reading.
Right now I'm just in the beginning phases of background research, and I'm trying to eventually create an interview protocol for participants who do urban gardening in Sacramento, California. I'm working on designing the recruiting materials and also the basic interview and survey methods.
That way future researchers will know just the questions to ask.
Hello, my name is Adrienne Woolner. I'm in my final semester as an undergrad here.
Student Adrienne Woolner is also studying gardening in California.
We're looking to see if garden groups are concerned with lead poisoning and if lead groups are concerned with urban gardening and generally nutrition and community health.
To find the connections, she uses a program that maps out links on the internet.
The program creates a visual map that will be used to analyze where the connections lie and how strong the connections are. When I graduate at the end of the semester, I'd like to present Dr. Cutts with a usable map that shows the relationship between garden groups and contact information for the garden groups in case she will need to contact them directly.
Her efforts should help future researchers get into contact. Talking to the lab team, you get the sense of a mission to learn from others' experiences. They want to share their work too.
So we want to connect not only the social and ecological sides of the environment, but also science and policy audiences by producing pieces of research that can be interpreted by broad audiences.
hence the video, and more to come. Keep up with the Sustainable Decisions Lab at sustainabledecisions.wordpress.com.